Hi, I'm the next guest on Rob's Inner Circle. Hi everyone, I'm Connie Rotella. I am a multidisciplinary artist. I'm the owner and artistic director of a triple threat dance school here in Montreal. I love what I do and I'm so excited to be here and I can't wait to share with all of you. So stay right where you are. Don't move. We'll be right back.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Rob's Inner Circle broadcast live here on my personal Facebook page, on the Bobby Short Shorts YouTube channel, and on Twitch. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We have a very exciting and entertaining show for you guys tonight because our guest is exciting and entertaining. Guys, as you can see, if you look at our environment, we're back to square one. Thank God. We got our internet connection back and we're able to broadcast from our usual studio. So a big shout out to Virgin Internet, who were very fast and they were on the ball and corrected the issues we had with the internet. And now we're back to square one, like I said. Good stuff. A usual shout out to my good friend and producer of Rob's Inner Circle, Miss Jenny Duhane. Good job, Jay. You just make it better, and better. Yes. And also, we want to give a shout out to a good friend of ours, Mr. Paul Francis Sanchez Yates. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday, buddy. We thought we'd mention that on the show. So, Paul, this is for you. Happy birthday, buddy. And I'm sure you're tuning in. So this is going to be an exciting show, guys. Guys, it's that time once again. It's our weekly ritual. But for this week, we're going to call it our daily ritual because we have 4 consecutive shows lined up one after the other. So it's going to be our daily ritual. So I take it you guys are all in your pajamas by now. You all have your glasses of wine ready. I love the smell of that juice. So good. So you guys all want to sit back, you want to relax, kick up your feet, let out the stress, and let us carry the load. It's showtime. Let's get it on. We see our guest backstage. She's very excited. She can't wait to get on the show, and we can't wait to have her on. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let us welcome the owner and artistic director of Danse 123 Studio in Montreal. Ladies and gentlemen, here she is, Connie Rotella. Hey, Connie. Merry Christmas, Connie.
Oh, Merry Christmas, Robert. Thank you for inviting me on your show.
Oh, thank you for being here. So,
It's
Connie,
wonderful.
so how was your Christmas? How did you celebrate Christmas?
Oh, it was so nice. I have to say, I really like the quiet, laid back, feeling this year. It was really nice. It was different. When else are we ever going to have a quiet Italian Christmas? So you know what? It's one for the books because we're always loud and we love to eat and we're always around so many families and you can't keep up with the events that we have to do. But now I'm like, you know what? I'm going to appreciate this time. I like this time. It's not going to happen again because by next Christmas, I'm sure everything should be back to normal, hopefully.
Oh my God. We all can't wait, right? We can't wait to go back to our normal lives there.
Yeah.
And speaking of Christmas, that brings something up there. Have you ever performed in the Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens? And if so, who is your favorite ghost?
I haven't performed in that show, but if there's one ghost, what is happening behind you, Robert? If there's one ghost, I must be dreaming or imagining something. Something just went across your set. Is that the ghost from the future?
Did I just see what I think I saw?
I don't know, Robert. Something just happened.
She's no wonder we're having internet connection problems over here.
You
Holy
should
man.
check it out. Who knows? Maybe someone's saying, let's close the books to 2020 and start 2021 right away.
Speaking of ghosts, my favorite ghost is present.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yours is present, mine is future.
is it still there?
No, you're safe. Robert, you're safe.
You
I
got
will. I've got it.
you got my back.
I've got your back. I'll keep an eye out.
She said, that's a hair-raising experience.
I know. Seriously?
This is weird. This is really, really weird. Jeez.
Yep. It's very strange.
Okay, let's try to get our show going here. So, Connie, tell us.
Yeah.
Let's go back to your childhood. You're about yay high. You're 5 years old, and how did this adventure of yours start off?
Oh, wow. How did my adventure start off? Well, my parents wanted me to sign me up in something, right? So skating was out of the question. It was way too dangerous for my dad. And so they put me in dance class. So I've been dancing since I'm 5 years old. It was cute. My mom used to dress me up, you know, that little bodysuit, the little pink ballet shoes. And every Saturday I would go out and do my ballet classes. And well, I haven't stopped really. I'm still getting dressed up and going to my dance classes, which is really, really fun.
Okay, so by age 13, you auditioned for some kind of something, and something happened from that something. They auditioned for something.
Yeah, well, before that something, at 13, there was a guest that came into a dance class where I was taking dance class. And this choreographer picked me to be part of a video clip. So that was my first experience to be part of a video clip at 13 years old. And then at 14, close to my 15-year-old, I was invited to audition for Natalie Samar tour.
Oh,
so yeah. So I was one of the young ones. I was only going in for the experience, you know, like, I mean, my mentor, my teachers, my friends, yeah, they gave me that opportunity. So I showed up and I had fun. And I have to say something about fun, though. The key to success, anyways, in my journey has always been to have fun, because I was always blessed to be around amazing people that gave me opportunities, and those opportunities kept opening new doors. So while I was auditioning for Natalie Samard, which she was in the room, and I was just having fun because I was young at the time. I'm like, they're not going to hire me. How, you know, I was still in school. I'm not always available. And obviously when they made their pick, they only needed one dancer to be the opposite of the choreographer at that time. And yeah, and I got chosen, and I toured with Natalie Simard for 2 years. Her brother René Simard joined us on many stages where they sang Tourne la page. I mean, these are classics. These are, you know, like La Famille Simard. Who doesn't love them? They're just the most awesome people. And imagine starting off my career with someone like her. It's been amazing. And she's still in part of my life. I still speak to her. She is still amazing. She is just so beautiful. I'm so fortunate to have really great friends like that.
Is she still performing?
She is performing, yes. Hey. I actually saw her live here in La Salle au Théâtre des Jardins. I saw her right before COVID hit. It was one of my last shows that I saw. And her fans are just unbelievable. They know every single word to every single song. I was there going, oh my God. And guess what she did? At one point, she invited me on stage. So she invited me on stage to dance one of the dances that we used to do back in the days. So I was able to go on stage, and the song was Reste Ami, and we danced, and me and Natalie Simard had our moment. So how many years later? Wait, I was 15, almost 30. Wait, am I calculating right? Yeah, almost 30 years later, almost, maybe 28 years later, I'm dancing with Natalie Simard back on stage, and my parents are still there watching me. They were in the audience watching me. God. And now I had kids. The difference is that I had kids and a husband, and they were like, what's happening? Mommy. So it was really, really cute. It was a really nice opportunity.
Well, hey, you got a fan over here, a fan from Australia. Do you see this?
I see. I followed you. Yes. Is it? I don't know, Jess. Hi. Is it Jess? Is that what I'm seeing?
Jess Sorrell. Yeah, one of your fans. She's following you on Instagram.
Nice to see you. Thank you for joining.
Okay, Connie. So you got a knack of really getting an audience out here. You got people from Australia here on tonight.
You know
Wow.
what it is? I love that you say that. I'm literally international. Even in my dance studio, I feel like whenever a dancer arrives here in Montreal, whether it's from Italy, Brazil, they all hit my studio. I am the place where people come. It's international, and I think it's amazing because there's so many backgrounds and cultures, and we get to learn something new every day. I never get bored in what I do.
Wow. Okay. So you toured with Natalie Samard for 2 years, and then you ended up getting a gig with the military, and that was pretty serious.
Yes, it was for the armed force tours. Yeah. So we went to say thank you for the Canadian Armed Forces. So all depending of which military base we were going, because I think I did like 4 different tours. One that brought me to the Middle East. So I did the whole Israel. The Middle East was amazing. Then I did. I even went to Cairo. You know, like all these wonderful places. I did Bosnia. I did the Arctic twice. So I got to see the Arctic when it was 24 hours dark, and then when it was 24 hours light.
Okay, you know what? You have to talk to me about that. What is it like? It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's like pitch dark.
It is, or it's pitch light. So I literally, I did it 2 times. It's such a weird experience. The one that it's dark, you feel depressed all the time. You're like, oh my God, but you're there because you have to entertain, right? You're going on tour. You're only,
Mhm.
you're stopping in different bases because you're there to entertain. And it's so beautiful and so different that, yeah, like our rooms felt like a prison cell where you just had like the window, mind you, when it was 24 hours dark, you didn't have to close or you didn't have to shut anything. But when it was 24 hours daylight, you had this little box that you had to grab and just, put it on the window so the light didn't feel like,
Oh
you
my
were,
God.
you would stay up all night. But it's so weird. Yes, you're right. Is it 2 in the morning, 2 at night? Who knows?
So were you in an igloo or what?
Yeah, no, it was a tent, maybe a tent. I've been in tents. I've
Okay.
been in different places. Yeah, I've seen a lot.
And how cold is it up there?
Oh my God. You don't wear your winter gear. They give you the Arctic suit because this is the highest point you can go. So you're not flying in with a plane. It's a Herc. You're in a Hercules. So, I mean, yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty intense. And then they give you the whole Arctic gear from head to toe. You are protected.
Okay.
And it
And
takes forever to put on and it takes forever to take off, and you put it on and take it off. And I was lucky enough, when I say 2 times, because once I was hired from the Montreal team here in Montreal, and the other time is when I was living in Toronto, because I also worked in Toronto, where I got hired with the Toronto team. So I witnessed it with 2 different teams, the both experience.
so you started directing and producing your own shows at a very young age.
Yeah. So at 17, I was working with one of my mentors, let's say. My first person I started with production shows, her name is Sophie Nollet. She did the big production shows, the big casino shows, Casino de Montréal. And I was part of La Revue Musicale Dancing. And back then I became her right arm. And so I started choreographing. I started, like, when she was getting busy, she was giving me all the contracts where I had to direct singers or do video clips or go on a TV show and direct the TV shows. And then my name would run around, and I started creating my own shows, and I produced later on when I had Dance 123, but I started directing a lot and choreographing at a young age. I would say at 17, I was already doing that.
Okay. And you yourself, are you a triple threat?
I am okay, let's say I am a triple threat. No, I do sing, but I'm not a lead singer. I just do my back vocalist. I like to be part of the ensemble. I'm definitely a dancer. I started off being a dancer, and then acting came in my life in my late teens. So I'm basically a dancer and an actor. And in my heart, I do sing. I do sing because it's part of something I do. So, and I love the triple threat experience.
And well, you actually give singing lessons at
Oh yes,
your studio.
yes.
So maybe you may be tempted one day to take some classes at your own school.
Oh, I have, because I did sing in many shows. I had to sing backup, so I have. I've been singing all the time. Yeah. It's just
but
only change every single word to every single lyric because I create my own lyrics.
okay. Are you like me? Like you just know the melody and you put your own lyrics to a song?
I don't know. It's something I do since I'm a kid. It's like my brain just wants to translate everything or it wants to go, you know what? I think it's the actor in me. I'm a storyteller. So I kind of change it up to make it fun. But I won't change the classics. Like before I came on, my son was playing Mamma Mia on the piano here. So I was like, singing and dancing to that. But these classics, you just, you know them, right? So
Well, see, to go back to that, when you put your own lyrics to a song, and sometimes it just goes to show, and how you can misinterpret lyrics in a song. For example, but to go back to the days of dance music, like disco, there's a song called "My Simple Heart." I always thought it was bicycle hop. So just this goes to show, how you can twist, something
oh,
and understand it your own way.
yeah, definitely. But you know what I did do? Because I wasn't singing, I've always liked to write lyrics. So I
Okay.
already composed two songs. I did,
Oh,
yeah, I composed two songs and I sang them and everything. So something I like to do.
are you looking for a composer to put the music to those words?
Why is there somebody that you know?
We had a terrific guest on our show by the name of Charles Vaccaro. If you
Oh,
And he is absolutely amazing. We've used his songs on our show Daily Struggles, and he's used his song as well on other projects here in Montreal.
nice.
Notably, a film producer Teresa Picciano collaborated with
I know
him.
Teresa. I know Teresa.
You know Teresa too.
Yes. Hi,
Oh,
Teresa. Yes,
so if you're ever looking for someone to put music to your words, use those
definitely.
words to music, but music to your words. Well, we have Charles Vaccaro to
Perfect.
introduce you to.
That's great. That's great. You know what? It's always nice to be around, to get to know more people. I have a lot of musician friends. There's so many talented people around here in Montreal. It's just so, we are lucky. We're fortunate to live here. It's really a nice place.
And like we were saying off air before we went on the show, the pre-interview, there is a huge pool of talent. Here in Montreal, there you go. If you want to reach Charles, that's the way you do it.
Got
Okay.
it.
There's a huge pool of talent here in Montreal, whether it's actors, singers, dancers. So let's go back to your school and let us ask you why it is that you decided to open up your school, and at which point did you open up your school?
Okay. So I was touring. I was living in Paris at this point, and I was already married. One of my last contracts was performing in Les Folies Bergère in Paris, which was another amazing experience. And then after that, I came home, and I think it was time to start a family. So I got pregnant, and in my head, I was just going to give birth. And oh, look, Teresa's here.
There she is. Teresa, we were just talking about
We
you.
were just talking about you. So nice. So what happened was, I got pregnant, and in my head, I was gonna just give birth and go back to Paris and keep working because I'm like, it's gonna be fine, Everything was so simple in my head. But my son was born with a heart defect
Oh,
that he underwent an open heart surgery at 3 days old. It wasn't compatible to life. That's when your life changes. When you're hit with all these obstacles, that was my first big obstacles. I was living a good life, and then life happens. And when life happens, that's why for me, this year, when everybody was like COVID and all that, I'm like, oh my God, I can deal with COVID. This is good. This is good. Because when you're dealing with life and death situation and you don't know what the outcome is, and you're in fear, living in fear all the time, I don't want to go back there. I mean, I had to heal and heal from that experience. So what happened is that yes, my son Alessandro, my firstborn, was born with this heart defect. Thank God everything went well. He's super fine now. And I said to myself, Connie, you need to give back. So that's where Dance 123 came to life. I wanted to really stay home because I had, life threw me this kind of big challenge. And I opened a triple threat dance school that we don't have here in Montreal. So I brought everything that I love to do under one roof and close to home. I'm close to home. I'm 2 minutes away from the studio. And I'm back where everything started. This is where my passion started. And my son, the studio became his second home. And now he too, at 15, is a triple threat artist living from this career.
That's just beautiful.
So yeah. And if you want me to go even more deeper, this is when life throws you so many different things. I was studying business. I went to school, right? Because you always have to have an education behind everything you do. You have plan A, plan B all the time. But for me, it's not even plan A, plan B. I'm such a student of life. I always want to learn. If I can be in school every day, I would be in the school of life, in a classroom learning something. I just love to learn because I just love to learn. So I had to finish. My project was about opening a business. It was a business plan. So 7 years prior to when all this happened to me, my business plan was about opening a studio. I said, hey, Connie, let's do it on something because I was busy touring. So I said, I have to focus and make sure that my grades are up. So I opened a business called Danse 123 on paper. So when I hit the building one day and I saw the to rent sign, it said Alloué. I turned to my husband. We were actually driving. I turned to him and going, guess what? We're opening a dance studio. He's like, what? I go, but these are life messages. And this happened the same year right before I gave birth. So there was a studio space and I called right away. I called the owner. I go, I need to see this building right away. I brought in my business plan. I go, I'm opening a studio. He's like, you're crazy. And I'm like, nope. I brought in the architects. We got it all done. And Danse 123 came to life at the same time as my son came to life.
Well, God bless your son. Thankfully, everything turned out well for him. So that's great news there. That's fantastic. Yeah. We're happy that went that way. You were telling me that the architects were inside that studio, totally looking puzzled. They didn't know. And they're like looking at you and saying, what? It's like they were having a hard time grasping.
Nobody was able to see anything. My husband, like I'm the little young girl, right? I was like 29 at that time. And it's like, what is she talking about? I want this. I see this. I see this. And when I want something, I get it done. I don't know. It just happens. I see a vision. I stick to it. I study it and it happens. There you go.
Wow.
And having fun is the key. I don't know if we spoke about having fun. That's something I think we were mentioning at the beginning. For me, the key to anything I do, if I do not have fun, then what's the point? I need to have fun because it nurtures my insides, my passion, my heart. I feel like I'm alive when I'm doing something I love to do.
And it shows that you have a lot of passion because, just the way you're speaking about your school, I mean, it's contagious. All of a sudden, I want to dance and I want to sing. I already act. I have to dance and sing now. So it's becoming contagious.
Everything is possible. That's one thing I love to do is when people say, oh, I can't. What do you mean you can't? What do you mean? I make the can't into can. Everything is possible.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I know one thing's for sure. I cannot sing. And you don't want to hear me sing either. And that's a proven fact.
Well, I heard you sing. Oh, you didn't sing Happy Birthday at the beginning. I heard you. I'm pretty sure you can sing a song like Happy Birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Yeah. Is it your birthday, Connie?
No, my birthday was in September.
It's Paul's birthday. Do we sing Happy Birthday? Connie, you want to sing with me? Want to sing Happy Birthday for Paul?
You know what? Ready? But if we sing together, yes. I don't know what's going to happen to the sound, but let's try.
Let's try it. We might make it to Hollywood. You ready, Connie? We're going to sing Happy Birthday together. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the biggest duet going on in Montreal right now. Robbie and Connie. Connie, it's Happy Birthday time. You ready? It's Happy Birthday to Paul. Here we go. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, dear Paul. Oh my God, Connie. Wow. Hey, folks, where is our standing ovation? Come on, guys. Let us see it in the comments. We have to see Hey, guys, it's important to us, both Connie and myself. Guys, listen. No, I won't say that because I'm going to be stuck doing it. But if you guys say that I actually did a great performance with Connie, I might just consider having a chocolate bar. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Or a glass
Connie,
of wine.
I was about, you know what? We're due. We're due.
We're so due.
Connie, where's that glass of wine?
Okay,
Hey, in good old Italian, as they say, facciamo su bicchiere di vino.
sì. Salute.
Salute. Teresa, where's your glass of wine? Patty, where are your glasses of wine, guys? Come on.
I see
This is
Felix
for
is
Patty.
there. Felix, Sandra, Diego, Teresa, drink up.
Salute.
Everybody knows what I'm drinking.
Connie, that communion wine is absolutely fantastic. I can just taste it from here.
It's so good.
Connie, so, okay. You're touring with, we're going to go back to Natalie Samard. You're touring with Natalie Samard, and she used to go pick you up at home and hug your father and make sure that your father felt secure. Tell us about that experience.
Well, my dad, listen, okay. He's an Italian dad. He was born in Italy. He came here, for a better life for his children and all that, and here I am at a young age going on tour. What is that? What does that mean? He kept on saying no to all this. It's like, no, not for my daughter. No, I don't want this for my daughter. But they wanted me so badly that they would knock on the door and come and speak to my dad so my dad would feel safe. So Natalie Samard would hug him. Everybody, everywhere I went before I was 18, my parents were well known. Like, they knew who my parents was because they can't get to me if they didn't get to my parents first. So they had to make sure that my parents loved them to make them feel secure that their daughter were going to be in a safe place. So yes, Natalie Samard came to pick me up many times at home before showtime. Yeah. So how amazing is that? Having Natalie Samard ring the doorbell and, hey, I'm like, let's go. What a dream. What a dream.
So she would come in her own personal car.
Yeah.
And pick you up.
Sometimes I got picked up by a limo.
A limo?
Or her car. Yeah, her car.
Something, Connie, I just got hit by a vision here.
What's a vision?
Connie, you're already a star. I mean, that's undebatable. But you know something? Because you come on Rob's Inner Circle, you're going to become a superstar.
Oh, boy. Robert, let's do this.
Connie, how much more busy do you want to get than you are presently? Because what's coming up for 2021?
Oh, my God, there's so many things. But you're
Really?
talking about superstar. But, when you say that, I'm creating so many careers. I am creating careers of stars. That is what my mission is. My purpose here is to give back all my knowledge, to share all this passion, all this love for the business, for the industry. Also, to make sure that they're smart about everything. Every move counts, right? It's not only about the stardom. It's about doing something you love and doing it right. Respecting the art form. For me, the foundation is so, so important that without that, like, again, I go, why do we do what we do? Sometimes I sit there and I ask myself these really tough questions because so many times we're doing things, but are we really fully in it? Are we full out, So these are the questions I like. And then when I get so excited when I see the future stars, like the next generation of talent. Those are the ones that like impress me. I'm like so excited. I'm like, oh my God, the next generation is looking so, so good. And being able to be on their path and on their journey to help them is pretty awesome.
Your students, okay, they come to you, Danse 1, 2, 3. Can you earnestly say that when they get out of your school, they're Broadway ready? They're ready for Broadway?
Definitely.
Really?
I would say, oh yeah. I would say some of them are so ready to hit Broadway.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, and we have so many Canadians that hit the Broadway stage. I have one of my friends. Broadway's closed right now, right? You know that. So one of my friends, Tara C. McLeod, that plays Velma in Chicago, and she's done many other musicals. She's actually teaching at my studio. So because of COVID, I'm like, oh my God, there's so many opportunities for these next generation of artists. They can train. And we're in Montreal. They can train all over the world here in Montreal. They don't have to move because I'm bringing them the best of the best.
Okay.
So so we already have Canadian talent that's actually on a Broadway stage. And I already see the ones that are going to head that way too. It's pretty spectacular. Quebec, yes. Natalie was a pop singer from Quebec. I'm just reading what. Yeah. So Broadway is very possible. You just have to stay focused, train well, do what you need to do, and love what you do. And when the opportunity knocks, like so many times it knocked on my door, when you open that door, you are fully ready. Your heart is open to receive the gifts of life. Ha! That's good. Sorry, isn't that good? You're ready to receive the gifts of life. I love it.
You know what? You deserve I deserve another drink.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it. Here, Connie.
Salute.
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 Hey, Connie, I feel the hair on my back raising a little bit. That ghost's not back, is it?
I haven't seen it.
You got my back, huh?
I've got your back.
Geez, I'm getting this creepy feeling. This is weird. This is really, really weird.
Of the future. It's really, really wanting to start off 2021. Let's end 2020, start 2021.
Could it be that you even attract ghosts? I mean, you got people from Australia, you got people from the US.
Where's the Italy people? Oh, they're sleeping.
Oh my God. Yeah, at this time? Yeah, it's what? 2:30 in the morning down there. Speaking of Italy, have you gone back to Italy?
I have, and I want to go back. I want to live in Tuscany. I want to have my own villa. I just love Italy. I love the views. I love the mountains. I love the food. Did I say the food? Oh my God, the food. I love the food.
You love the food? What's so great about Italian food? Besides that it's good. Besides that.
But you know what? Italian food from Italy? It's so good.
They have the most
good, but the Italian food from there is even better.
They have the most insane pizzas. My son went to Italy. He went to Rome. Actually traveled across Italy for a week and a half, and he went to Rome, Venice. I think he went to Turin.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is making sense geographically, but anyways, he went to Italy and he had the time of his life. And he says the oven pizza there, the wood oven pizza, is amazing.
It's amazing.
We can't even come close.
No, we can't. We can't come close to a lot of things. It took me a month to start eating the food from here. I was dying. I was so hungry because I every vegetable was like, it came from the garden. And I was like I want all this. Thank God my father has a garden in the summertime. So I get to enjoy that, the vegetables, the fresh vegetables from there.
How about you? You have a garden in your backyard?
I don't.
You're a modern Italian. You're like me. I don't have a garden either. My garden is my father and mom's garden.
Yeah, exactly. When you want your Italian sauce, it's called the canteen.
There you go.
And you're like, I need this. I need this.
And you should see there. Every time I need something, I just go to my mom's place. And I'm telling you, I just walk in the canteen and I come back with 6 grocery bags full of food. I don't even have to do the groceries.
Exactly. No, thank you, Mom and Dad. I hope you're watching, Mom and Dad. Thank you.
Hey, what is your most challenging experience that you've had to go through? Going through your studio from is it 13 years are open now or 14?
It's 15 years.
15 years. In 15 years, what are the most challenging experiences that you had to go through?
That's a great question. You know what? Every year for me brought me a new experience from day one to where I am now. Brought me so many different experiences. The most challenging, let's say it's not challenging. It's just more of a question of perspective. Like, let's say helping parents see that their kids are passionate about something. Helping, educating them. Sometimes the education, it's like, we want this now. Imagine, wouldn't that be amazing? You snap your fingers and I want this now with no work, no nothing. It's like, how do you do that?
Connie, hang out with us on Daily Struggles. We got someone who does that. His name is Dushash the Impeccable. If you got any wish, Connie, it's time. It's time to ask for the wish.
Let's wish. Let's wish on, you know what? Seriously, I just want to wish on health. I think health is. Okay, what is happening? What is happening?
Oh, hang on a sec. I'm about to freak out all time. Can you, Connie?
Robert,
I'm getting paranoid, Connie.
you think?
Seriously, here. Whoa.
You think?
What was that?
I don't know. What is happening in your studio? Robert?
Maybe I should go back to my friend Steve's there and do the next broadcast. I'm getting a little nervous.
I don't know, but I would be scared when this show is over. What's gonna happen?
Connie, can you stick around like even after the show?
Okay.
Just to make sure I'm safe. I don't know. I don't feel safe.
You can call me. I'll have your back until you leave the studio.
My heart stopped. It's starting up again here. Okay. Let's try to focus here. Okay. You have many, many teachers at your school. And two of them, at least two of them, were on our show not long ago. And by the likes of Anik Matern and Sergin Zme. Hello, girls.
Yes, Anik and Sergin, two lovely people. I love them. So I take classes with Anik all the time.
Really?
Like I still do. Yeah. So when she's teaching, I'm always in their class. So Sergin is a beautiful director from here. She obviously made a big success there in LA, and she directs a lot of voice over movies and dubbing, and she does a lot of great things. And she just directed her short film that's winning a lot of awards. And Anik Matern teaches a lot of actors. Our industry here is lucky to have her. So we're learning from really great people.
To go back to Sergin Zme, she is it her? It is her, Wichita, right?
Wichita, yeah.
With our own local Maxime.
Wow, yes. Beautiful. So good. What a beautiful actress.
Oh, both of them are excellent. Jeremy's sister, is it him? Jeremy?
Yes.
Jeremy's sister, another great actor.
Another great actor.
Do you need me to call Ghostbusters?
You know what? Yes, please.
Hang on. Yeah, Jen, please call the Ghostbusters. Oh my God.
Because we never know what's going to happen.
I'm still okay, right?
Yeah, you're still fine.
Okay. You're also an author. So you have something really amazing going on Amazon.
Okay, so yeah. You want me to say it right away?
Yeah, go ahead.
So this is my book, Becoming One. Oh. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
So Becoming One, it was an Amazon bestseller in 2016. That's when I launched it. Actually, it's my 4th year anniversary in December. I launched it right before Christmas. And it was a beautiful experience because this was my birthday gift. I didn't tell anybody I was writing a book until it was published. So my parents, my husband, they're like, when did you have time to do that? So I published it because I wanted to, again, I'm a student of life. I love to learn. And when I invest myself, I invest totally myself in something new that is going to bring me a lot of happiness and joy. And when I published it, I mean, the book took another turn. It was like everybody was in it. Like the passion I brought in was so amazing. I felt like people were feeling alive, and it gave them the permission to go ahead and do other things. Like a lot of people wrote books right after I published mine. It's like, how do you do it? Yesterday, I started my first program with the future authors of 2021. So they're writers that all wish to write a book. And I brought in my mentor. And that's it. We started this whole program. It's a 6-week program. I have a lot of online professional classes. If you follow me, you can get a lot. So I'm all over the place because for me, it's so important that when we do something, we do it right from the beginning to the end. And I love to mentor people. I love to guide people. I love to bring in my mentors in order to help whoever needs it. So yesterday we were like 9 or 10 writers in the program that started their journey, and their books are going to be published for sure in a year or 2 years from now because it's a process,
Okay. Hey, listen, you got a fan over here by the name of Christy C. She sends you a big heart. Do you know her?
Oh, yes, I know Chrissy. I love Chrissy. Chrissy actually did all my Christmas edits of my. Well, she's from the studio. She's one of our students.
Okay.
She
Oh,
works very
cool.
closely to me. She's a super dynamic, energetic, creative young girl. She's amazing. She's talented too. She's a singer actor herself, and she loves this whole industry, the entertainment world.
Beautiful. You know, it's too bad is because I'm getting spooked out all kinds over here tonight. Or otherwise, I'll be playing a couple of videos and maybe some photos from your
Oh yes.
website. But the thing is, I don't want to take any chances. You know what I mean?
No, I don't see.
So-
Okay, I thought that maybe no. Yeah, they could all go on my website and take a look at it there. There's so much information, or just follow me on Facebook.
Yeah, here's your website right here, Connie. So people,
Yeah,
you
that's my website. That's my personal website of what I've done. And
okay?
and I have the Dance 123 website with all the courses and classes that are being offered.
Okay, so speaking of which, classes and courses and what have you. Okay, right now in this time of COVID, it's impossible to give classes in your studio. However, I presume you are giving classes on Zoom.
Yes. So starting in March when they closed us down, because it closed down the studios, yeah, I went on Zoom right away. I'm like, okay, well, no one's going to stop my passion. I always find a way. You know, I always feel if there's one thing I can do and say here in this, positive message is that when there's an obstacle, find a different way to overcome it and to look at the other way out, try to see a positive outcome out of this. And I went online right away. I got my friends from LA, New York to start teaching, Toronto. So we were online. And for me, it was to create the same feeling that we would be in studio on Zoom. And I did succeed. We actually did a virtual year-end show in April. And for that whole weekend, we didn't feel like COVID was there. We actually felt that we were together. We weren't doing our year-end show in a typical theater setting, but we were on virtual. And trust me, the emotions were flying high. We cried, we laughed, we danced, we saw the beautiful talent. So I don't know what it is. I feel connected on Zoom. I feel connected online. I feel that we could actually have access to so many more things because most of the time we're stuck in traffic from point A to point B and we can't get things done or we can't do everything because we're not focused because we have to be everywhere. I feel like this made us all like focus on whatever is important, whatever is necessary in our lives. And yeah, I've been on Zoom and I don't think even once we hit the studio, which is great, I still want to continue virtually because I'm growing virtually. I'm taking classes from all over the place, keeping me always up to date with things. I think it's amazing. I'm loving it. I might not be the majority people, but I'm really liking this.
You know what? I drink to that.
Oh, that's great. Do you like it? Do you not like it?
you know, I like this wine, but yours looks really delicious. I wonder what it is. Mm.
It's my secret potion. Does anybody know what I'm drinking? My friends out there, does anybody know what I'm drinking?
Guys, write it in the comment box over here. If you guys know, if you guys know what Connie is drinking, well, what do they get out of it, Connie?
A dance with me.
There you go, a dance with you. Now, the classes that you're offering, what are the age groups? Is there like a specific age group that you're teaching to, or you're open to all ages?
All ages. Everybody should be moving. It's so important to move, to stay healthy, to get out of your head, and to do something fun. And I feel like listening to music and dancing is definitely a way to keep in shape. And it makes us happy. Look, I'm always smiling. People wonder why. Well, because I'm having fun. It's like, put on music. I'm having fun. Let's sing. Let's dance. Let's move. It's just so good for the body. It's apple juice.
well, you got Teresa who's taking a wild guess here. She says it's cherry.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So do I give them my magic? Wait, I have to give them my magic.
Okay. Let's do it again.
Well, they all. So wait. So do I tell them what's in here?
Well, I don't know. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Why not? They're going to be mad at me if you don't.
Yeah, an
Mm.
Italian that doesn't really drink wine, right? So it's sparkling. What is it? Sparkling juice, and I put in some cherry juice in it. So that's why it looks this color.
There you go. Well, you folks, you learned it here first. Rob is drinking Medoro Sangiovese. Oh, yes. This is good wine, guys. You can get this at the local liquor store. They call it the SAQ down here, the SAQ. And it's really affordable. It won't put you in debt. You'll be able to pay the rent. Don't worry about it. Connie.
Oh, we were
Let's,
talking about my programs. That's what we were saying.
yes.
So it's for all ages. It's important that we all dance or we all act or we all sing. But now that I'm online, I open a triple threat experience. It's all about a triple threat way to get trained. So they're learning, they're getting their self-tapes done, their demos. We're teaching them every single step of how to become a true artist, a performer. So once COVID is over, we are able to audition and be ready for auditions. And that's one thing that is coming up. I'm launching something in the new year that's all about, the industry and really helping them push through and forward into committing to the artistry world, to this world, this world that I'm so passionate about, and that they are too, obviously.
Connie,
Yeah.
I'm hearing some weird voices.
Oh boy, again.
You know what? I'm wondering, is it the wine? I don't
Stop
know,
drinking.
man. I
Stop
just,
drinking.
well, my God. I mean, we had what, 2 or 3 sips? Wow, it's dynamite, this wine. I think I'll keep it for after the show.
Yeah, you
So,
should.
let's say someone wants to sign up to acting classes. How long do they last?
It all depends. So if we're in studio, my studio session is from September till April. If you're online with me because you're already coming in from a base of something, well, then we have 6 weeks or 8 weeks or 10 weeks at a time. So yeah, it all depends. Everybody that calls me, I speak to them. So I kind of do my first one-on-one to know exactly what they need, what they want. And I have a personal advice, and I help them pick the right program for them, because that's important. Picking and choosing the right thing that's going to give you the results that you want. That's another thing that's important. You do something, make sure that you're going to gain the results at the end. So it's something powerful, I think, for any artist to see their growth and their evolution.
I have a question for you, Connie.
I'm listening.
Since age 5, you've been literally working.
Yeah.
Have you had a chance to go on vacation at some point in your life?
I've been on tour. I've been seeing the whole world. The
You've
beauty
been,
is everywhere.
you've been working. That's no vacation. That's work.
But is this really work what I do? Sometimes I wonder. I have way too much fun. Is this work what I do? It's you know what? The work, I don't know. But you know what I mean, though. I'm trying to give you a good answer, but I'm like this. I never punch in. I'm always on a creative strike, and I'm always like working, but working, having fun, because there's always an outcome. And it's you know what it is? It's so fun to help other people. It makes me feel good.
Okay.
I love helping. I love making them see that everything is possible. I love guiding. I love to connect people together. I'm a huge connector. When people say keep it to yourself, no. Hey, me, it's like, here's the whole dish. Here's the whole world. This is at you. Like, come, come and see what you need or what you're missing.
You know what I see in you, Connie? I see a film career in you as well.
Oh.
Okay. Have you considered acting, directing, producing in the film world?
Yes, there's one dream that's coming up, and hopefully, we'll see in 2021 if this is going to be something that's going to come out. But I've been creating on another level, and I'm excited. I'm excited for my ideas to come out there, and I do believe that it's going to. My film debut, for me being in a movie or something, I always said, I acted since I was like in my late teens. I always said in my 50s, I'll start acting. I don't know why. I just always said it. So I'm always ready. That's another thing. I'm always ready. I'm ready. I wasn't ready then because I was always on tour. And when things were coming my way, I had to turn them down because obviously I was on tour, I wasn't home, I couldn't spend hours on set because I had shows. But now my kids are getting bigger, and at 50, I think it's a good age for me to say, hey, let's start my acting career. But before that, I want to, there's a big dream that's coming up, and let's see what happens. Let's see where the universe brings me. I'm excited and looking forward to it.
Well, we have an interesting observation from Patty, our listener, and she's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yeah, she and I and with a slew of other people are working on our own production, and we've been going through some editing lately. And let me tell you, we just feel the same way, just like her statement there. We are on vacation. We're having a blast.
Yeah, we are.
And we're talking about long 15 to 17-hour days on a set, eh?
Definitely.
Extremely demanding, but at the end of the day, you go home tired. But it's a good fatigue. It's like it's fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're tired, you're burnt, you can't wait to go to bed, have a glass of wine first, of course. And then you wake up in the morning, it's like you're all fired up and energetic, and wow, you're just ready to go at it just once again.
Well, since you put it out there, yes, it will definitely come true. Thank you. But you are so right. It's definitely, and you know what? Being surrounded by amazing people, I think you are too, Robert, right? When you're surrounded by really great people, you actually have fun, and that's important. That's another key. Having fun is the first one, and the second one is make sure that your surrounding is at the same level that you are at, because it's supposed to be fun, it's supposed to be creative, it's supposed to always flow. When something stops you constantly, obviously, what do you think happens in your system? You're like, you feel uncomfortable, you feel all these weird stuff. So I like to be in the flow. I love it.
Something tells me we're alike a little bit here. The law of attraction, does that tell you anything?
Of course.
Okay. I just felt it in you. Maybe this vibe I'm getting is that energy going through the universe. And maybe that was a manifestation from the law of attraction. I don't know. I don't know what that was, but I'll tell you one thing. I'm going to find out when this show's over.
Yes, that was the manifestation of our energies put together. Yes.
Yeah, the chakras and all that, and with the third eye, all that stuff.
I always believed that my father prayed so much when I was a kid and made sure that I was well protected. And I always feel that I'm supported by God and the powers that are around me. I do, and I pray, and I do. You have to be in that positive energy all the time. You have to kind of know why you're here and what you're meant to be doing and how you're meant to push forward and do whatever you're meant to do.
Okay, so I was about to ask you, where do you see yourself in 10 years? But I know that you see a film career coming up. Is there something else to see along those lines at the same time you might be doing? Besides a film career, besides dancing, besides being an award-winning singer?
Living in Tuscany and enjoying my view. That's definitely something I see myself. I'm living in my dream world and creating more wonderful work. I can't wait to see what the future has in store. But just like your ghost there that was behind you, who knows where it is? Anyway.
We got to find a name for this. Mysterio. There you go.
Mysterio. Yes, positive beliefs are very, very important, because without positivity, my son maybe would have not made, if I wasn't there being strong the way my mental, the way my mindset is, because mindset is another one. If your mindset is not ready, it plays big tricks on you. So make sure that you are strong enough to handle everything that comes. Tuscany, a dream come true. Definitely, it's a dream. I've been there, and I knew when I'm like, Tuscany is my place. It's like, the movie Under the Tuscan Sun. I fell in love with it, and I speak about it in my book. And I went, and it's a balance of everything, a balance of life, a balance of what you want. Why not live every day of your life? This is what I say to myself. Why can't you just live every day of your life? Live. There are going to be mistakes that are happening. There's always going to be something in the way, but live, do the best you can. So like that, you're not hard on yourself. and you accept. I'm okay with making mistakes. I'm like, hey, it's part of the world. It's just part of what we have to do. Without mistakes, you're never going to learn and you're never going to grow. So it's important. And then again, you have mentors, you have teachers. There's so many people around that could actually guide you all the time.
You were saying something about your studio having such an Italian touch to it. It was the way when you walk in there, it's designed for parties.
Oh, yeah. So we have a lot of parties. We have our Christmas, well, not now, but we have our Christmas parties. We have birthday parties. But just the way it comes in, I remember the way I put my 3 studios, I made sure that I called it La Piazza, because in my head, I always wanted to make sure that people come in and there's a family community, a community that people come. And that's what I was able to create in my studio. So that waiting room, usually in a studio, there is no waiting room. You just drop them off and you leave. Mine is like everybody gets together. They bring their coffee. They bring, they sit down, they get to know each other. And it's a blend of different communities. And that makes me so proud. My office watches the Piazza. I called it La Piazza. My sister thought I was crazy because at the beginning I go, let's set up some tables. Let's, bring in a chef. It's like, where are you going, Connie? It's a dance studio. But I'm always thinking differently, I'm always like, let's do this, let's do that. Sometimes it's too big.
Yeah, but you know what? I like your idea. I was about to bring that up. You should have an espresso machine in there. You should have cannolis, all those Italian.
We should have all of it, like everything. Because some of my kids do spend their Saturdays there. They're there from 9 to 5.
You see?
So yeah, at one point I had my juicing company. I had the healthy food coming in. They were ordering. I was trying to really create that Italy feel again. I was trying to create my home inside of my workplace, where my workplace was all fun. So it was fun on top of fun on top of fun.
So basically, since the day you were born, it's like you were born under a lucky star, because the way you're talking, you've been blessed to be surrounded by absolutely amazing people at a young age. You had the Natalie Samard coming and pick you up, bringing you back, and you just got connected with the right people. And that's a blessing, because that's not true for everybody, unfortunately.
No, I know. And this is why when they want to talk to me, because my life situation, my struggles were about health, my family's health. Nothing could be that at that level. I had a dark side. I was fearful, but it was all about life and death. But in my whole career, since I'm like 13, started in this business, I've been blessed with so much beauty. And anybody that enters my world and enters and sees my friends and sees who I'm surrounded with, they all feel it. I don't even need to say it. You feel it. You're like, wow, I just going to keep on going like that, because I believe, I'm here to do something too. I'm here to, unite a lot of people and attract all this positive energy.
Looks like Chrissy C is sending you a message there.
Chrissy, green juice. She knows what I'm saying.
Connie, this is such an awful moment. Oh my God.
No.
It's time to go.
Oh, it's because I believe. Oh, wait, I know it's time to go, but it's because she believes in herself. You know what? I believed. I had faith. I believed. Definitely, I believed. You're right. That's a great, that was a great ending right there. It took time for me to think. Yes, I always believe. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you, Teddy. So thank you. You're so sweet. Success comes from having fun. Okay, I know we're done, right, Robert? You don't want to keep talking to me.
You know what? I wish I could, but
I'm joking. We had a great time.
I got a very strict producer. She's mean and she's lean.
Oh.
If I go over, oh my God. Budget, I don't know, but something to do with a budget.
Go over. So
hey, Connie, your closing comments.
And then you have to edit or do something about that.
What are your closing comments, Connie?
Do what you love to do. Always have fun. Stay focused. Do you hear me?
I hear you.
Did you hear everything I said?
I hear you.
Okay, so stay focused. Do what you love to do. Follow your heart, and live every second of the day. Every day is a gift. Wake up, smile, and do what you have to do. And change your mindset to go somewhere else. Change it.
Like
And
the
surround
song
yourself
says,
with positive people.
hey, like the song says, get up and boogie.
Woo! Let's do it. Let's boogie.
Connie, thank you so much. You're a sweetheart. We
Gracias.
absolutely enjoyed having you on the show. A very happy new year from all of us here at Daily Struggles and Rob's Inner Circle. Thank you. Thank you very much. A happy new year to you.
Grazie.
And that's going to be our closing comment for tonight.
Grazie. Mwah. Oh, love you. Thank you for having me. Ciao, Robert. Happy New Year.
Connie, please stay behind backstage. We're going to come and get you and probably have maybe a little incy-wincy little chat and have a wine party.
Okay.
So we're up here. So stand by. I'm going to come and get you. Won't be long.
Okay.
Okay, Connie. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. An absolute sweetheart. It was a lot of fun. Okay. Now I got you. Mysterio. Oh my God, it's Mysterio. Guys, I better run. I feel threatened here. Guys, thanks very much for tuning in. Tomorrow night, stay tuned. There's going to be Byron A. Martin and Helen Alexis Yonov the next day. Bye, guys. I got to run. Ciao. Bye.